in The Simpsons. Who'd done it ever to hit primetime TV?
At 6:30, after we split the nuclear family, it's The Simpsons.
Does some soul trading.
Destruction, it's a Simpsons Halloween special.
The Simpsons, sponsored by Domino's new Meltdown Pizza.
Will Steph ever get over Max? Hollyoaks at 6:30 here on 4, and that's after The Simpsons.
It's a wrap for Jack's court case at 6:30 in Hollyoaks after Homer hits the disco scene.
I feel good, with no repercussions.
Oh my god! Space monsters are invading us!
Dad, that's a moth.
Oh, well, where do I twist this thing to make funny patterns?
Dad, that's a kaleidoscope.
You may be a smart kid, Lisa, but you don't know much about not hurting people's feelings.
Just about to start over on E4 Comedy in the second of our Scrubs double. Here on Channel 4 next, Zoe's Gotta Tell Will in Hollyoaks.
Over on E4 at 9 o'clock, another massive role for Eddie Murphy in Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. Coming up next here on Channel 4, though, this guy takes everything in his stride and hardly reacts to being dumped by his girlfriend at all in Hollyoaks. Find out who shot the evil one tomorrow at 6. Now, just when you thought it was safe to go back on the wards, along came the interns of Scrubs. The diagnosis is on E4 now. Here on Channel 4 next, not everyone thinks Will is a weirdo in Hollyoaks.
Guilt can be a terrible sickness, as JD discovers in Scrubs over on E4 right now. But here on Channel 4 next, CCTV keeps an unwelcome eye on intimate moments in Hollyoaks.
Wilhelmina looks ill. She can't cope with people getting on. Daggers drawn in Ugly Betty at 9 tonight. But next up, Myra reckons she's getting jiggy with it. Maybe not. Hollyoaks.
Gerard Depardieu is the imaginary friend of a bereaved little boy. Co-starring Whoopi Goldberg, Bogus is tonight at 6:55 on Film 4. Next up, Cantina and Dominic calm down the passion. It's Hollyoaks.
E4 tonight, Betty is trying to mend her broken heart, but the date doesn't go exactly to plan. The ugly one is at 9 o'clock. Next here, Hollyoaks. Will's laptop is doing the rounds, but where will it end up? I'm biting my nails.
If you fancy a movie, flashing a bright yellow smile over on E4 at 10 is that international man of mystery Austin Powers. Spooftastic stuff with Mike Myers and Elizabeth Hurley. Next here on Channel 4, Tales of the Inappropriate. The stuff teachers used to get away with. In the Law of the Playground.
Charlotte Church tonight. She'll be singing with Orson, plus she's joined by Patsy Kensit and Ruby Wax, all at 10 o'clock. But next up, stink bombs in the chapel. It's Law of the Playground.
Popster Ashley Simpson and Danny Dyer on the Charlotte Church Show at 10 tonight. Next up, though, he was the freak who had faith. Ladies and gentlemen, the best of George Michael on Star Stories.
Next tonight over on Film 4, taking the mick out of Hollywood, Julia Roberts, John Cusack, Billy Crystal and Catherine Zeta-Jones, America's sweethearts, all of them. Well, next here, just taking the mick out of Catherine Zeta-Jones, bless her Welsh socks. Ribbon time in Star Stories.
Tonight at 12:30, the Blue Tones kick off a brand new series of the album Chart Show. Next, the in no way made up truth about Guy Ritchie and Madonna. Star Stories on 4.
And there's more Simpsons tonight at 9:30. And then at 11:25, Earl tries to make amends for his previous misdemeanours in a double bill. Coming up next on 4, though, Kate Moss and Jude Law spill the mung beans as Star Stories tells a few porkies about Sadie Frost.
Stick around for more Simpsons next on 4, and later at 10, Jimmy Carr, Sean Locke and Dave Spikey are back with their own brand of comedy crazy talk in a new series of 8 out of 10 Cats. They're joined by Big Brothers Nicky and Boy George.
Cats and Stats. Piers Morgan and Kirsty Gallagher join Jimmy Carr for it at 10 o'clock. Next up, though, a brand new addiction. 1 million quid up for grabs, and it's unanimous.
10 past midnight tonight, The Killer's new track, new stuff from All Saints and Pink. The album Chart Show. It's got a good mix to suit your musical taste buds. Next up, Jimmy, Sean and Dave, Pussy Galore in 8 out of 10 Cats.
Well, apologies for the technical problems we had during the middle of The Simpsons. Now there's comedy on E4 next, the return of Carla's brother in Scrubs coming up next. And at 9, Andy finally discovers Sam's devilish secret in the all-new Reaper. Now, coming up next here on Channel 4, Darren thinks he has all the answers, but oh no. Sparks from Dodgem cars and fireworks don't mix very well. My name is Earl. It's tonight at 10. And it's followed at 10:30 by those brainy guys.
More new episodes of The Simpsons all next week. Tomorrow at 6, Glenn Close returns as Homer's mother. Also starting tonight at 8:05, a week of grand designs live. But next, we're on a golf course on the Isle of Man, but not to play around.
On Film 4 tonight at 9, there's trackside tension for Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. It's when they officially got it together. Days of Thunder. Next here on Channel 4, there's not much to celebrate in Hollyoaks, except
E4 tonight from 9, and we join a support group for demons. You see, they just need to be listened to. Funny, funny Reaper. And from E4 tonight from 10:30, another chance to catch the first 2 episodes of their new comedy hit, The In-Betweeners. A comedy double tonight on 4 at 10, a little nostalgia for Earl and the gang, all because of a TV repeat. And at 10:30, a precocious teen seriously shakes Sheldon's confidence in the Big Bang Theory. Next this evening, though, Newt and Lauren play hooky in Hollyoaks.
Sandra Bullock teams up with Jason Patrick, and this time it's on a boat. Speed 2, cruise control on E4 at 10. Next here, remorse from Newt, but not from Eli, in Hollyoaks.
Tom Cruise goes like lightning in Days of Thunder, also starring Nicole Kidman. See it on Film 4 tonight at 9 o'clock. Next here on Channel 4, Steph and Max seem like a couple heading for the rocks in Hollyoaks.
Looking ahead here on 4, it's eviction night tonight in Big Brother, and it all begins with Davina at 9. Then at 10, Claudia Winkleman and Phil Jupiters join Jimmy Carr for this week's topical romp in 8 out of 10 Cats. Next on 4, upsetting news is hard to digest in Hollyoaks.
What about this then? Boxer Ricky Hatton taking on Gordon Ramsay. It's food for thought on the F Word. Get a ringside seat tonight at 9 o'clock. Now, coming up next on 4, Hollyoaks and Max get some shocking news about Steph.
Next time on Shipwreck.
You think I don't? What, you think I don't talk to you?
New shark Tom upsets Lauren.
I don't think I've ever felt as if somebody doesn't have time for me. This for me has come completely out of the blue.
New arrival Rowan struggles with his conscience.
I should never have said I was 100% Tiger because I hadn't given these guys a fair chance, and I feel awful about it.
You must now come to a joint decision as to which island you would like to live on permanently.
And Ricky and Rowan are faced with a tough choice. Brand new Shipwrecked Battle of the Islands next Sunday at 12:05 on
Next time on Shipwrecked, Vicky opens a can of worms.
Tom basically said, way to win over new arrivals was to kind of get one of them aside and say, if you pick tigers, we will definitely pick you.
He's a silly little boy.
They don't want a war, just give them a war.
The two tribes go head to head.
You had as much to do with that tactic as what any of us... No, wait, you will let me talk, let me talk.
Say it, go on, Dad.
And the new arrivals have a tough choice to make.
It is now time for you, Anna and Lottie, to make your decision.
Shipwrecked Battle of the Islands
Next time on Shipwrecked.
If someone said to you, do you fancy Susan, what would you say?
I suppose I do fancy her, yeah.
There's love in the air on Tiger Island.
He's good looking, he's got dead nice eyes, he's got a dead nice smile.
But I fancy a lot of girls, it ain't just one particular girl.
Shark Danny isn't sure about new arrival Jamie.
I can see Jamie getting more and more cocky as the time goes on.
You must let us know which island you have picked to live on. Sharks or the tigers.
And the new arrivals face the toughest of choices. Brand new Shipwrecked Battle of the Islands next Sunday at 11:50 on T4.